And the fifth and final topic today comes to us from Wendel Apanozi, who writes, "Greetings, Giovanni. So by now, we all know that Avengers Endgame is adding some post-credits stuff to the movie. My question, with the movie still trailing Avatar by about $40 million, can it make up that difference with just some post-credits stuff?" All right, thanks a lot for the question, Wendell. And yeah, good question. So listen, for those of you who've been living under a rock for the last week or so, Endgame which is still in theaters, is about to add some stuff to the post-credits. Now, of course, Endgame didn't have any post-credit scenes, right? Which is one of the very big disappointing things for a lot of fans in the theaters who went there to go watch the movie. They went there to go see it. Everybody, of course, with an MCU movie expects some big post-credit scene, no post-credit stuff for Endgame. However, now in its 8th or whatever week of release, they're telling people, hey guys, if you go see the movie now and stick around after the credits, now there's going to be some stuff. And apparently what Kevin Feige has said, there will be one deleted scene, a tribute that I'm just assuming at this point will be a Stan Lee tribute and probably be something very touching. And a couple of fun things, which I'm guessing are bloopers or, exit reel stuff, things like that. All stuff that I'm curious to see. The question, though, is, with Avengers Endgame still behind Avatar by really, I think the number right now is about 38 million. I think it's around 38, 37, something like that is the actual. It's not 40, it's a little bit less than that. With it still trailing by like almost $40 million, is adding post-credit stuff to a movie most people have already seen, is that going to be enough by itself to push Avengers Endgame that final $35 to $40 million it needs to actually cross that line and become the #1 box office film of all time? The answer is it's going to be close. It's going to be close. It shouldn't. I mean, look, we are dumb. Let's just acknowledge that. We as film fans are dumb, right? Me, big dummy. The Transformers movies keep being crap, but the new trailer for the new Transformers movie it looks awesome, and I get all excited. Oh, this one's going to be the one that redeems Transformers. And what do? Like an idiot, I go all excited, and then like an idiot, I get completely disappointed again. That's me, representative of the film fan, big dummy. That's what we do sometimes. Sometimes when it comes to film franchises that we love or that we want to love, we can be big dummies. We are. And I think it's not being a dummy to want to go and see post-credit stuff. But I think there will be a dumb amount of us. I think there will be a dumb amount of people who will go and buy tickets and whatever for the exact same movie, but just get to see some post-credit stuff that, by the way, is probably going to be available for streaming for nothing in about 3 or 4 weeks. But that's what we as film fans do. I know all the Transformers movies suck, but did you see this new trailer? It looks awesome. I'm sure this one will be good. That's me, and that's how I sounded. But that's what we as film fans do. So really, on the should meter, no. Adding a couple of little things post-credit for a movie should not be enough to add another $35 to $40 million at the box office. It shouldn't. But it might, because there are a lot of people who are excited about it. I'll tell you what, my own brother-in-law, wrote to me and said, hey, not Ray, my other brother-in-law, Stan. Stan wrote to me and said, hey, I said that as if his eyes were big. I don't know. He just wrote it to me. Hey, so he writes to me. And my brother-in-law, great. My brother-in-law who married Anne's sister, he's also a Canadian kid from the Toronto area. And we both married these little Filipino girls. Anyway, and he's a Star Wars lover too. It's like they married the same guy. Except my brother-in-law, Stan, is like a 6'9" bodybuilder. I am not. Anyway, so my brother-in-law writes to me, hey! And he sends me a link to one of the stories that says, Avengers Endgame going to add some stuff post-credit. It's like, is this true? I'm like, yeah, Stan, it's true. Oh my God, I gotta go see that. And I think there are more people than there should be that are really excited about rushing back to the theater to see a couple of minutes of post-credit stuff. But there are a lot. Now, still, that being said, $35 to $40 million is a big amount of money. Godzilla opening weekend was barely over that. Godzilla's opening weekend was $47 million. That's a significant amount of money. So while I believe it should fall way short, I think it's a coin toss. I'll be straight with you guys. I think at this point it is a straight up coin toss about whether or not a couple of things added post credits is going to be enough to make up $35 to $40 million. Again, it shouldn't, but it might. It might. Even my buddy Soul, who I've had on this show before, big week over at Fine Brothers stuff. He was here last night. He's in my D&D group. Even Soul is texting me. Campea, when do the tickets? I don't have my phone here. Sorry, Campea. Not that he exactly sounds like that either. Campea, when do the tickets go on sale for the extended cut of, Avengers Endgame? And I'm like, well, okay, first of all, buddy, it is not an extended cut. It's the exact same movie. It's just that they're putting a couple things end credits. Don't care when the tickets going on sale. I'm not really sure yet. Let me know when they do. So there are more people than rationally should be that are legitimately excited to rush out to the theater again to see a couple of minutes of post-credit stuff. It's a lot. Is it enough to make up $35 to $40 million? If I've got to give a guess, yes or no, on this, I still don't know why I'm such a bad impersonator of my friends. Anyway, if I had to give a guess, yes or no, as to whether or not this little gimmick of adding a couple of things to a post-credit scenario is going to be enough, I'm going to guess no. Again, but I don't feel confident about that. I think it's going to be close. So, I mean, there are some people think, it's going to make another $70 million with this. No, it's not. But then there are some people who are complete doubters and say it'll make like another $3 or $4 million. I'm like, no, you're underestimating how many people are excited about this. There are more people excited about this than that, believe me. So I think it's going to be close, but I'm going to guess no. So what do you guys think about that? Do you think the addition of one deleted scene, a tribute, and some fun stuff, all according to Kevin Feige, do you think that's going to be enough to get Endgame another $35 to $40 million and push it over that line to where Avatar is no longer the number one film of all time, but Endgame will be until next year when Disney re-releases Avatar to take back the number one film of all time spot so they can make that a part of their marketing for Avatar 2. Let me know what you guys think. Jump down to the comments section below and let me know your thoughts. I'm sure the next Transformers movie is going to be great. Yeah, John, I'm sure that's the way it's going to work out. Okay, anyway.